Margot Robbie net worth. How much does Margot Robbie make? Margot Robbie's salary. Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey box office.
I ask myself the same thing often.
Now that Margot Robbie's on- and off-screen influence as a versatile actress and producer has become omnipresent, it's easy to see why thousands of fans are inquiring about her financial situation. There you go. Various finance-oriented sources suggest that Robbie made around $24 million between September 2018 and September 2019. That's $24 million in a single year, mind you. Times and Forbes are frequently featuring her on their top of the tops lists. Robbie is most likely as intimidated by those numbers as you are right now. She once admitted in an interview, "I don't spend much money at all. It actually makes me really anxious, just the idea of it. It seems crazy to spend a huge amount of money on things you don't need." So Rumour Juice dug deeper and found out that Robbie could teach us a thing or two, or a dozen about frugality, staying true to her humble beginnings and turning her wealth into a thing of universal good. Let's see how, through hard work and careful planning, Margot Robbie is slowly changing the Hollywood game in the most un-Hollywood way possible. She was in danger of being pigeonholed into the role of the hottest blonde chick on the block.
You want to come up for some tea or something?
Tea? Yeah.
For her The Wolf of Wall Street audition, Robbie wore jeans and boots. The casting director looked at her and told her to buy the tightest dress and highest heels she could find. That, according to him, was the character's essence. When she was cast as Harley Quinn for Suicide Squad, her wardrobe consisted of short shorts, crop tops, and almost see-through t-shirts. At the time, Robbie explained that her character dressed like this because it was her choice to wear sparkly and fun outfits, and not because Harley wanted guys to ogle her. As Margot, she went on to add, "No, I don't like wearing that." She has also expressed disappointment at how simplistic female characters often are. "When I think of all the women I know in my life, they're not just one thing. I don't have my sexy friend. I don't have my serious friend, my funny friend. They have this amazing array of characteristics, and it's fun to play characters keeping that in mind." Now, by the age of 29, Robbie is in control of how the narrative about her is formed. The trophy wife characterization is in the past. Today, Robbie is rightfully acknowledged as an award-winning Oscar nominee actress and producer. 6 years ago, Robbie co-founded her production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, because she wanted to become one of the cogs in the Hollywood machine. Remember 2017's excellent dark biopic about American figure skater Tonya Harding? Robbie produced and starred in I, Tonya, which grossed about $54 million worldwide on an $11 million budget. Robbie reprised her dual role for Birds of Prey as well, and she pushed for the movie to have a female writer, female director, and of course, for it to have an almost all-female cast.
I don't get to see action films with a female ensemble, ever.
Currently, Robbie is busy developing other female-led TV shows and movies. By the way, so far Birds of Prey has made over $85 million worldwide. Due to several factors, such as the movie not getting a release in China, the numbers aren't as stellar as they could have been. Still, the Margot Robbie helmed supervillain movie is doing reasonably well. Variety reports that Robbie earned around $9 or $10 million for making it. Interestingly enough, that's very close to what Gal Gadot made for the upcoming Wonder Woman 1984 movie. While Joker's leading man, Joaquin Phoenix, earned $4.5 million for being the top-billed actor. Could this be Robbie's highest-paid gig as of yet? In comparison to her multi-million-dollar Birds of Prey salary, she earned about $400,000 for 2013's About Time. That same year, the Leonardo DiCaprio power vehicle The Wolf of Wall Street was released. For her portrayal of DiCaprio's second wife, Robbie earned the Empire Award for Best Newcomer and close to $350,000. Fun fact, DiCaprio and Robbie's co-star, actor Jonah Hill, said he only made $60,000 for The Wolf.
Don't forget about my money.
Post The Wolf, Robbie's talent grew in demand, as did her earnings for each consequent film. Now the two-time Oscar nominee is also a sought-after endorser of various goods, such as perfume or Nissan electric vehicles. These endeavors, of course, add to her net worth. But did you know that before she started earning 6 to 7 figures for appearing in movies, a teenaged Robbie worked several jobs? I was working at Subway. I worked in restaurants behind the bar, in the kitchen. I did retail for 2 years. I've done some secretary work, Robbie recounted. Her upbringing was modest, but Robbie calls it the best kind of upbringing. Still, the actress says, she learned early on that money makes a lot of difference in one's life. Her childhood home only had one bathroom, as Vogue pointed out while outlining Robbie's profile. As she recalled, "I went to a school where all of my friends were very well off, and I went to their houses a lot. And so I knew what it looked like to be rich, but I didn't have it. So I was like, okay, I know exactly what I want. Talking to Harper's Bazaar, Robbie revealed that her other dream growing up was buying perfume to her heart's content, since she couldn't afford having several at the same time. I had one perfume, and I would save it for really special occasions, which meant I never actually wore it, Robbie said. She added that she feels lucky now that she can wear perfume every day. Now when I have nice stuff, I don't save it anymore. I try to use it. Words to live by. The Queensland-born Aussie actress and her 3 siblings were raised by their single mom, who worked as a physiotherapist. The would-be actress studied drama at school and, surprise, surprise, took part in school plays. Robbie's penchant for acting was evident ever since her childhood, as was her business-oriented nature. Margot says she liked to put on a show and make everyone come watch, on the condition that they paid a certain fee. I was very business-savvy as a child, she says. Indeed, Robbie was a diligent student, got good grades, and was also interested in sports. Although interested is an underestimation. Little Margot was such an active child, her mom enrolled her in circus school, which would come in handy for challenging roles like Tanya Harding and Harley Quinn. By the time she graduated school, Robbie knew she would try and make a living as an actress. Academically, she was doing especially well in legal studies and felt pressured to go study law. But she decided to trust her gut. I didn't want to spend money I didn't have on a subject I didn't want to do, only to be paying back debt for the rest of my life. Why abide by that invisible rule? She asked rhetorically in her 2018 interview with The Guardian. She moved to Melbourne and got her first breakthrough on Neighbours, Australia's trademark soap opera that helped launch careers of many major Australian actors.
Is there an actual law in Australia that before you can work in the film industry you have to do Neighbours?
When Margot and her mom gave a joint interview to Vogue Australia, the actress recalled spending her first Neighbours paycheck to repay back everything she owed her mom. I was so in debt by the end of grade 12, Robbie said. I had everything I owed you written on a piece of paper, and every time I got a paycheck, I paid off my debt. But then I kept the piece of paper because it was so satisfying at the end to know I'd paid it all back. A breakthrough in the acting industry didn't mean instant success for Robbie, though. She doesn't like to be named an overnight sensation. Robbie says she had carefully and strategically planned her climb up the career staircase. I thought, I'm going to use this time on Neighbours to save my money, she explained in her 2014 interview with Sydney Morning Herald. So I found a better agent in Melbourne and said, this is what I want to do. I want to go to America. When she scored her role in Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street, Robbie was thrust into stardom, but it was thanks to her portrayal of the maniacal villain Harley Quinn in the 2016 comic-based blockbuster The Suicide Squad that she achieved superstardom. Margot Robbie is very successful, influential, and wealthy, and also very down-to-earth. She tends to hang out with crew members on set, instead of being a snobbish A-list celebrity. Her social media accounts are remarkably unremarkable. She often swears in interviews, although she admits it upsets her mom. Just until recently, she shared a flat with a bunch of her friends. She enjoyed the experience greatly. Partly, it was because she was able to save money, and in part because she enjoys company. As she puts it, she grew up in a loud house. Very loud. It's one reason I've always lived with roommates. Quietness is deafening to me. I hate it so much. It's her loyal friends/roommates that are the other co-founders of Lucky Chap. Moreover, Robbie went on to marry one of the said roommates, British assistant director Tom Ackerley.
And I really want to know, Margot, who's the hunkiest man you've ever worked with?
I actually have an answer to this.
Oh.
I once worked with a third AD who was very hunky, and I ended up marrying him.
The couple had to come to terms with the harsh truth. As spouses, they needed to move out of the home they were sharing with their friends and literally get a room. The two aren't above inviting their Uber drivers to their parties. True story, an Uber driver was giving Margot Robbie a lift, but didn't realize who she was. When she invited him to join the party she was en route to, the guy declined and was kind of puzzled by Robbie's husband's reaction. I said no because I was going to see Star Wars with the boys, the driver said later.
You're gonna kill me, and a lot of people out there are gonna kill me. I've never seen Star Wars.
Oh, never? Wow.
Her husband kind of chuckled, like, haha, you don't realize who we are. Robbie is still determined to give back and help people whenever she can. She might have spent her first Hollywood paycheck on a personal item, a Tiffany's airplane charm for a bracelet, but she also paid off her mom's mortgage. Today, she is involved with Young Care, an Australian charity that helps young people with high-level disabilities to stay out of institutionalized facilities or restricted living environments. My mom has worked with disabled kids all my life, so it's something close to me, Robbie explained. The money is really going towards young people who really need it, and just creating a lifestyle where they can feel like young people and not be stuck in uncomfortable living circumstances. Are you excited to see what the future has in store for actor-producer Margot Robbie? Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in-depth and enlightening stories about your favorite celebrities and their lifestyle.